MVP tonight goes to Evan Barnes. Evan, you threw for a couple of touchdowns, even ran one in yourself.
Yes,
which one was your favorite touchdown tonight?
I think the running one for sure. That's my first one in 4 years,
Okay.
Yeah, looked past first, but, had to get the feet moving a little bit.
It looked pretty natural there. You looked around and said, I don't like what I see. I like the green grass to the right, though, and I like 6 points. So is that pretty much what happened on that play?
Yeah, for sure. My first read wasn't there. Second read wasn't there, so I just, let the feet work, touchdown.
And you said that was your first. Is that your first one ever?
In high school, yeah. In high school, yeah. Pass first quarterback. So
yeah. Well, and you've passed first quite a bit to Zach Fruin tonight.
Yes,
hit him for a couple of touchdowns. Let's go through the first one. What did you see out there?
I had my mismatch, 6'4", big guy, offers everywhere. I like my mismatch there. I'll take that shot any day of the week. Same with the second one. Like my mismatch, threw the ball up, he go gets it every time.
And he only needed one hand tonight, had the other one wrapped up too in a club, and he's still able to have a 2-touchdown night. He was our game MVP a couple of weeks ago when you guys hooked up for a couple of long touchdowns against North Creek.
Yes, sir.
What's it been with this offense? Last week it was just 14 points. It was a lot of run game, but this week and 2 weeks ago, the pass game has really opened up.
Yes, sir. We're a very diverse offense. We have a great running back. We have a great O-line to do this. It's just diverse, We have the fronts that we like. We're going to run the ball. We have the coverage we like. We're going to pass the ball, It's just a great offense that we could go both sides of the ball. And our Coach Talon, he makes great play calls for us to just make some plays on the field.
How often do you go up to the line of scrimmage, look at the defense, and go, oh, I've got touchdown right here?
A lot. Yes, sir. We have playmakers to do that. So.
Yeah, you certainly do. And it seems like those 2 touchdown passes tonight, you looked and was like, I've got 6 points. I know where to put it. I just have to do my job.
Yes,
but
sir.
To do your job, you need a great offensive line. And you have that. And it's not just the run game. It's also the pass game. Let's give some credit to the big boys up front.
Those are my dogs, man. Those are my guys. I think second game with no sacks. Those are my guys. Love those guys to death,
And not to mention the run game, too. They opened things up for Ethan Schupner, who's been a second-half touchdown machine this season. And then how about Cornelius Jones coming in after Schupner gets hurt, and he's been running very effective, not just tonight, but had a pair of touchdowns against North Creek.
Yes, sir. We have both great backs. Actually, our whole running back room is great. We just saw our JV guys do their work. But CJ, he's a dog. Same with Ethan Schupner. They're both great running backs that we could rely on.
And then Junior Nkango, he's really come into form here throughout this year. We've been at your guys' game coincidentally for every game on this win streak now, and it seems like from week 2 to now week 5, he's been maybe one of the most improved players on not just the offense but the whole team. How would you characterize that?
Junior's a dog. He may be little. That's why people underlook him. But Junior's a dog. He goes and gets that ball every time, and he could take a hit. He could take a hit for sure. So, he's a dog. Yeah.
He's not just fast, but he showed off the strength a couple of times tonight,
Yes,
pushing the pile himself. Senior night was a couple of weeks ago for you guys. What has this program meant to you?
I've grown up in this program since Little Braves when we were the Bethel Braves. I've grown up in this program, and it's been great. Football's my life, and I'm glad to play for this program and Coach Domzer, and he's stepped it up a lot, being his second year. And he's changed this program so much, and it's just great playing here.
What have you learned now being a third-year starting quarterback in this league? What have you learned about the SPSL? And you've seen some changes with the league going up to 12 teams, but what have you learned from the very first time you took a snap as a starter?
It's the highest level in Washington. And it's great to play here. I've learned a lot, and just on the field and life, I've learned a lot, and it's a great time playing. High competition.
I really appreciated one of the things you told us at Media Day was the fact that you wanted to see your teammates, just excel outside of the football field. And that kind of leadership, where does that come from, and how important is it for you to be that leader for this team?
I've been a QB all my life, so I'm the one getting looked at the most. And it's just been great because I love all these guys. These guys are my brothers. These are my family. And just seeing them excel other places is just a great feeling for me because I know they excel in the field.
And I can tell that they certainly respect you because there have been a couple of times where you're holding guys accountable on the field. I know there's been some equipment stuff that they have to take care of, and you're the one that's out there holding them accountable. And certainly I'm sure Coach Domzer would say it's nice to have another coach who's out there on the field who's also throwing passes. All right, let's talk about next week. I know Coach Domzer told me he doesn't look ahead, but we know it's on the line. It's a rivalry game. It's against Graham Kapowsin. It was a 2-point loss last year, and Elijah and a couple other guys at Media Day said that loss still hurts.
Yeah.
Well, you got the win tonight. Let's look ahead. What are you guys going to do at practice this week to really gear up for it?
Man, focus practice every day. Like, we're going to come with a different energy. We're going to think about last year, but focus on this year too. Like, it's a different energy, all practice, all game long, and it's just wait. Just wait. It's going to be a good game.
And, you know, you guys talked about you have some tricks up your sleeves. There's still tricks up your sleeves that you guys are still waiting to pull out?
For sure.
And what's some of that different energy, though? You talked about that a couple times. What's the different energy from last year to this year?
Man, it's that rivalry game. It's the biggest game of our season for right now. Biggest game of our season. And, you know, they like to talk. They like to talk. So we're going to back up our side of it and bring that energy.
What do you guys need to do to get a victory next week?
Do the little things correctly. That means showing up to practice with the correct equipment, just locking in when we need to, meetings, school, injuries in the training room, just doing the little things correctly to get that win next week.
All right, let's. Who are some of the guys on the team that have fun? Who like to keep things lighthearted and bring the smiles all around?
Jacob Block, captain on our O-line, senior left tackle. And my left guard, Logan Sarmiento, his brother, Connor. It's just a great time with those guys. They bring the smiles out every day of practice, bring the energy, and it's great having those guys on the team.
And how about Marcus? I'm not sure what dance he did after his second sack, but we appreciated it and his energy, too, and his enthusiasm for getting another one.
Yes, sir. Marcus Soapy, man. He's one of those leaders on that defense. He's a great guy.
Pretty smart kid, too. He's got, a 3.5 GPA or something like that?
Yes, sir, 3.5, junior class president, leadership leader, and he's just a great guy. We love Marcus Soapy. My
junior year, I was lucky I had my shoes on the right feet, and Marcus is out here solving the world's problems pretty much and bringing down quarterbacks in the backfield. This team, I mean, how special is it being a part of this team, and how do you block out some of the noise, whether it's maybe not being in the top 10 of the polls when you probably should be, or RPI isn't where it is, but also there's a lot of positive talk about you guys as to maybe making the state playoffs for the first time in a couple of years and making a deep run. How do you manage all of that and stay focused?
We just focus on ourselves. It's team first. Man, rankings don't matter to us. We don't care about the rankings. It's whatever. They could think what they want to think, but we know us. You know, we just stay within the team 1 week at a time, get the brother next to you. Like, that's our mentality, this with all the stuff around.
Well, congratulations on being our game MVP tonight, and I can tell you what, Tim and I are more than thrilled to be here next weekend for the rivalry game, the Battle at 224th. Should be another tremendous matchup between you and Graham Kapowson, and congratulations on the win. Hey, let's shout out the defense.
Oh, yeah.
8 straight quarters, no touchdowns they've given up. That's pretty impressive stuff.
Our defense is great, man. I could rely on them when we're on the bench. Maybe offense is going a little slow, but I could always rely on those guys. Those guys bring the heat. They bring that Bethel football mentality.
Yep, that's Bethel football at its finest, both on all three sides of the ball. Special teams getting involved tonight too. So, Evan, we'll let you go celebrate with your teammates, and hey, congratulations on a great start to the year, and best of luck next week in the rivalry game.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And of course, that's the game MVP, Evan Barnes, the senior quarterback for this Bethel team.